What is good, people? It is the third episode of the NijiPodcast. I'm joined here with my co-host, Everything Animated. EA, you want to say something to the people?
Hello, everybody. I am feeling so much better. I was down with the sickness these past couple of weeks, but now I am fully recovered and ready to take on the world. So, yeah, I'm doing better. Uh, did you catch that new episode of One Piece that everyone's talking about?
I see it on my timeline. Like, I've been seeing it on my timeline for a bit. Yeah, I've muted so many One Piece related things, but there's still so
hmm
much that leaks. So,
Yeah,
I
I don't know anything about One Piece other than the fact that this particular episode was the best ever. And I'm
yeah.
just like, well, if I have to wait 1,050 15 episodes just to get to that point, I don't think I want to. I'll just skip to the episode and be confused.
Yeah, One Piece is definitely a commitment you had to make. I mean, you could always go through it methodically. It's not like you had to um watch it all in one go or marathon it, but yeah, like One Piece is a very good series, but I've long passed I've long passed that train, so I'm not trying to see anything One Piece related, but
Uh-huh.
good to see everybody
Yeah.
happy with it.
Yeah, now it's time for the DJ CG X-Arm Girl anime that C told us about.
The what?
That X-Arm-ish looking one that he told us about that he posted in our chat where it was
Oh,
I think there want to be like DJs or something.
no,
It's
it doesn't have anything to do with X Arm. It's just somebody made this edit of, I guess the character from one of them that show one of the characters from that show saying X Arm Sunday, X Arm Sunday, because I used that gif a couple of times, and then
I remember.
when C was talking about it, I was like, oh, that's that girl from this. So that's the connection between that and XR. I don't think you want one. I don't think it's a good thing to be related to XR in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But
Ready to talk about this.
Love Live Nijigasaki episode 4, season 2, episode 4. Uh, Hold on, cause I had to girl from this. I had to bring up my chat. Uh, there we go. Jay Takashi, what's good? Let's go, Sasuke. Morgan, another YouTuber OP hater. I don't think we hated on it. I'm here, Sasuke, headed on Discord so I can add to the convo. You have to let me know because you won't be able to see us in the voice chat. I will have to give you a role. Let's see. Let me do something. Let me work my magic.
This is editing on the fly, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, what was your name on Discord? Oh, oh, yeah, I fucked up.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, Actually, no, because DMs. My apologies, y'all. Get this situated really quick, and then I want to worry about this again. Permissions. This. Okay. So you should be able to see the voice chat. Um, but yeah, this one should be short, and it has to be short because I have to watch the game at 7. So I don't expect this to go over 30 minutes. But how did you feel about this episode? Initial thoughts.
uh, I feel like this episode was kind of more of the same. I expected this to be another episode where they were just gonna like have different idols perform with one another, and sure enough,
Mm-hmm.
we got Karin and the love triangle that that was hinted in the last week's, or at least in this episode. The name of it wasn't it called just the I love triangle or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I figured she was gonna be the focus of it, and sure enough, she was. It's
Mm-hmm.
between her, her sister, and Karin,
Yeah.
who comes out on top.
Yeah, and they have an interesting dynamic because obviously I and Misato are, sisters, not by blood, but by feelings and, you know. Um but yeah, Kari throughout the episode was noticing that something was up with her. Like kept just giving her that knowing glance of like, what's going on here? And she didn't open up to Karin, but I guess because they kept talking to each other throughout the episode, she ended up Misato ended up being, I guess, like gain respect for Karin, because at the end of the episode she says that she wants to emulate her in her relationship with and them being rivals. So I don't know what she means by that, because like I don't see how unless she's going to be an idol too. I don't know how she's going to be a rival to I
I
don't
don't, I
know.
don't, I don't know either. I mean, she's gonna be a rival fan.
I don't know.
I mean, because that's all she did was just like, you did so great, you're fantastic and stupendous.
I don't know. Maybe she means bowling or something, because she got her
Yeah,
ass beat in bowling.
she did, and they played like a whole bunch of other things. They were at a bowling alley, and then a pool hall, and playing darts,
Hmm.
arcade at one point.
Yeah, we got the little sweet montage of bonding, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder how much time has passed since the last episode, because it wasn't anything clear, but we know that I was actually waking up Karin, so they probably have a deeper relationship than what we've seen on screen. Probably a lot of, them talking more off screen. And
You know,
there was another reason I say this, but go ahead.
I was gonna say, she was waking her up, not calling her, but via text. She was just like, "Yo, are you up?
Yeah.
Get up." I don't know about you, but text messages don't really wake me up.
Oh, I have my phone on vibrate most times, so
Same.
usually I don't even answer calls at times, because I don't. And the reason I do that is because I usually always have my phone on me, or I'm looking at it, or I just have it near me. So if it's on vibrate, I can hear it. But when I'm sleeping, I want to sleep. I don't want I don't want to be woken up by a call. That might get me messed up one day if it's an emergency, but I've had too many false alarms where I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't do this.
Right, you just in the middle of the night, you're like, "Hello, hi, I'd like to talk to you about your extended warranty." Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And then you just hang up, and you're all pissed the whole time.
Oh man, scam calls are getting worse and worse.
Yeah, that is the worst. What's the worst call you ever got?
The work. I don't answer them anymore, so I
You ever got the one where someone pretended to be a federal agent,
no.
call saying that they had this information that they need money from you or something?
No.
Yeah. First of all, they sounded like they were from overseas. And then it was just like, "I am from the FBI," and I'm like, "Huh? What? What is
No.
this about?"
I've never listened to them long enough for them to like ask me anything, because usually
But
when I answer the phone, and again, this has been a long time since I answered one of these, I would like I wouldn't even like talk anymore, because it came out like people saying like, oh, they just want you to talk so they can record your voice and stuff like that. So I was
oh,
like, when I answer them, I wait for them to say something. and if it's something I don't like, I hang up immediately.
Yeah, because I heard now they could just get your voice, and if you say like yes or something, like they could use that to forge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like you call automatic places. I don't know, but yeah, I just thought that that was like the lengths some of these scammers go to just to like get money from you. I'm a federal agent. Uh-huh. What's your badge number? Where are you calling from? Yeah, get out of here. When they stutter and everything, it's like, okay, bye. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, this episode was mainly about and I thought it was kind of sweet how she wanted to do an online concert because of Misato. You know,
Yeah.
she also gave the reason that she wanted just to give access to fans who might not be able to make it to the venue, but obviously this originated because of Misato.
Yeah. Yeah, that story was pretty sweet. I like Kanada's response, how it's like people can sleep in bed while they watch it or something.
And she's just going to fucking sleep. She's not going to lay down and watch it. She's just going to sleep.
She loves to sleep. She's a sleepy gal.
Yeah. We also learned a little bit about Ai's backstory, just a tiny bit. We didn't see it too much, but we learned that she was actually shy, and according to her, a crybabies, which is a stark contrast between the Ai that we know, who was confident and outspoken, and you know, she definitely didn't give off that vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, some people go through a drastic change sometimes, and I think it might have had to have been something to do with her sister. You know, like I
Mm-hmm.
think her being in the hospital with her sickness and everything kind of changed the person that into the person that she is now. Because sometimes some events do that to a person.
Oh God, I
What?
messed up.
What?
No, no, that's good. It's good. It's good. I just had to fix one thing really quick.
Oh no, everything's ruined.
God, I am an idiot when it comes to Discord sometimes.
Hey, I'm not very good myself. I'm having to be walked through instructions.
Let's see. At everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it on my phone. It's gonna be much easier. But yeah. So Misato, I was trying to figure out what her age was because based on her backstory, it seemed like I was a little girl when she was in high school. So I was like, so how old exactly is she? Because
She's
based
like
on what she
21.
was, no, 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 she's much older than that.
Oh,
Because that's what I was saying. Like I was a little girl. I don't know how old she was exactly, but she looked to be like maybe 6 or 8 in that little flashback, and then she was in high school. So I'm thinking the age difference between them has to at least be like 7 years, but I think it's even bigger than that. So I thought it was bigger than that because I actually looked it up, and I don't know if this information is accurate with the anime because there are differences between the mobile games and the anime. But apparently, she's 30 years old.
wow. She looks exactly the same as any high school student.
I,
Freaking Karin looks 30.
yeah, Karin does have a more like mature look about her, and I think Misato does too. But it's Love Live characters just look a lot more like youthful than everybody. Like
Yeah.
Nico's mom, for example, looks like
Oh, yeah.
20 something. Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, very, very true. But that's crazy. She's 30. She
yeah.
looks she looks maybe the same, if not a little younger than I. it's it's comical. Just anime age, you know?
So I'm trying to look. So yeah, they do the whole virtual or not virtual. They do the whole online concert for Misato, And no, I gotta go back because they come up with the name, and I'm fast forwarding, and I'll go back to other stuff, but they come up with the
Diver
name
Diva.
Diver Diva,
Oh,
which
that's it. Diver.
you don't like the name.
No, I don't. When I think of that, I think of somebody doing synchronized swimming or someone that's really good at like diving off of a board or into some water or whatever. They're just they're two they're two singers. They're Diver Diva, short DD or double D.
Yeah,
The
I wish they would like tell you why they came up with that name.
Fours makes sense because it's four.
And
A quartet.
yeah, that that makes sense. That doesn't really need an explanation, really. But this one is, you know what I think the problem is? I believe a lot of this show came to be because of like the fans' choices. I told you this before, but Yu's name actually came to be because of fans voting for her name.
Really?
Yeah, they asked the fans, "What do you want this character's name to be?" Because Yu is supposed to be like your character in the games, because you don't.
You.
Yeah, yeah. That's why her name is Yu in the first place.
I think that's clever.
Yeah. So I think because since a lot of the stuff is fan determined, it's kind of hard to make it or make like an in story reason for why things the way they are. I don't know if this name came to be because of fan stuff. I didn't look that up, but it's possible. I always keep that in my back of my mind.
Yeah. I'm curious to know what the next names are gonna be. Like, there's gonna be like some ridiculous, like, we are the Spicy Sisters. we are, we are the Incognitos.
The what?
You know, the Incognitos.
All right. I guess that would be like Rena Chambord.
Yeah, she's very incognito.
Oh. What is good, Jay?
Hello, Satsuki.
Hello.
Sorry, it took me forever, man. I'm bad with Discord too, dude. So trust me. There's nothing new. So I hear you guys talking about Love Live, and I haven't started to watch this one yet, but I've been hearing your daily conversations about it, and you're now I just heard what you said. You saying they picked one of the main girls' names based on a vote.
Yeah. Yu's name was based on them reaching out to the fans and asking them, what do you think Yu's name should be? I don't know if they did it for the anime or if they did it before the anime was even announced, but I know for sure her name came to be because of the fans.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's rather interesting. I mean, I'm guessing it doesn't seem like a lack of ideas were made when they did it. I'm guessing they wanted to do something different. Is what I'm guessing off of that, what you just said. Because, it's very similar to the Jason Todd thing in America where, like, we want Jason gone, so you vote for it. So I'm guessing it's more of like, I guess the fans could help us come up with some names. And if you like a name of that, that you like from our choosing, then just pick it. Because, I don't know, I guess they want to do something different from what I'm hearing on that.
Well, it makes sense because, like, since this is an idol show, and I imagine Love Live is huge in Japan, I imagine that they have to like reach out to the fans and whatever, and have them give their input, because I can't imagine how much merchandise they would sell with everything they do. So getting the fans' opinions on certain things like that is just, from a business perspective, really smart, because it makes the fans feel like they have a voice, and then if they're choosing certain things, obviously it's going to sell. So
I mean, yeah, that always, I know, I see what you're saying. That always goes to a matter of ratings, retention, and also Love Live is really huge in Japan. I have like 2 friends over there, and they've told me like, yeah, it's really popular, dude. It's a good time. Like the day that I finally watched Love Live was 2017, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like I think it was the first School Idol project. It was the first one I watched, and because I think it had a movie out at the time, so I was like kind of behind, and I watched it and I realized there's actually a story to it, but because I think the first one really hits really hard, and I think it's just when you get into the second one that they're trying to like I think it's kind of going off what the first one did, but I think it really is. And I think that the second one is I think it's to give them more L's than like W's, to let them experience more failure before they reach the goal. Like I noticed that little trope they did. They wanted to switch it around. I'm like, we can't have the same thing from the first one, so we gotta change it up. So like I've watched two Love Live ones, like both what was it, School Project and Sunshine. I watched that one, and then I haven't gotten to the one with the 3 girls in it specifically. Or like I think it were a total of 6 girls in the next one, and then it gets to 3, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're talking about Superstar, but
is that what it's called? Superstar?
Yeah, Superstar.
Okay.
But
they have rap in that one.
Yeah.
Wait, they have rap? Okay.
Love Live is interesting with that, like how they. Anyways,
that sounds like. I'm sorry, Sasuke. That sounds like Zombieland Saga. Like whenever you mention that, because anytime somebody says rap, I'm like, no. The only Idol series I know that did rap was like Zombieland Saga, and that was surprisingly good.
Yeah. But back to the episode. So we had this is the part of Love Live where I'm like, this season just feels weird because I don't feel like it has that much cohesion, and it's weird because it's sort of just give you an update of what's going on. And I'm talking about what we got with the student council with Mifune and Setsuna and the twins and that other girl. It's like, why are they here in this episode? We keep getting updates about what they're doing on the festival or whatever, but
you're gonna be the heading off the festival and all this other stuff. Yeah, it's all just kind of I don't know, information that doesn't seem very important, to be honest.
It's weird because it doesn't feel like they're setting something up for the overall story. It just feels like they're setting up for the very next episode. Because, like, what we saw at the end of the episode where we saw Mifune's sister and we saw a little shot of Shizuku, it's just there. It just feels weird when the whole focus of the episode was Ai and Karin, you know?
Yeah.
So Sasuke, do they have like? So let me ask you: is this set up the same as the other seasons? Like, they got a student council, they gotta like follow behind the regulations of the school. If they're gonna be idols, is it following like the same trend like the other ones?
This season this rendition of Love Live is probably the most unique. It doesn't have the plot of we had to save the school.
The school.
Everybody's
okay, cool.
well. This school is well off, so that's not a focus. It seems like this season, or not this. I keep saying season. This rendition of Love Live is just letting them be idols, and they have the tools. It's not like how other Love Lives were, and they don't even have the obstacle of the student council like going against them. I guess Setsuna did go against them a little bit, but not really, since she was already an idol. So yeah, so it's different. It's a lot different.
It just kind of like they wanted to be school idols, and then they just said okay, and then they just did it. Each episode kind of like focused on each girl.
Yeah.
The later on into the series.
Yeah, that's another good thing about it.
Backstory. Okay, that's fair.
Because one thing about the other Love Lives is not every girl had their focus. Even the character I really love, Umi, didn't necessarily have an episode focused on her.
Oh, Umi from season 1? You're talking about, yeah. Umi Sanada, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her a lot. She's like my 3rd favorite. And I ain't trying to derail it, but when you're saying that this season focuses more on like, individualistic characters, that I think that's giving a little bit more props to this one than it is the other one in some sense, because I think with the other one, like I think it's more group development with that one. Like, they all put in a little bit of hard work, but they don't but you don't get to know their backstories, as if like it's not like the main vocal point of everything. I think like the ones they really focused on were like Nico, my girl Eri, Maki, and then maybe one other one I can think of. I forget her name. Hold on. Jesus.
You might be talking about
girl.
Rin.
Oh, Rin Hoshizora. Here we go. Rin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, because she had a whole episode for herself of like trying to be a girl. So it was like select people got like I guess some screen time and maybe some, maybe not huge in depth, but like some in depth to like what their like life was like of them being ridiculed in some way. But yeah, it was really lacking on Umi. I won't disagree with you there. And you're actually giving me more credence to go check this one out, because if they're getting individualistic stories told about them, like backstories, interested in seeing that.
Yeah. Trying to think. So I liked Karin in this episode because her whole thing was first and foremost, Emma suggested that she just suggested that she have a unit of her own, and then Karin's like, no, I work alone. I want to I've come here to compete. I was like, I like that about Karin, because this is Love Live, so for the most part everything's going to be positive. Everybody's going to like love each other, but I kind of like the competitive edge of just wanting to like outshine someone.
Yeah, they it is funny that she didn't really want to be in a group with I for a bit, but she's like, well, as a rival, I guess I will.
Yeah, that's how you get her.
Yeah.
So they got rivals in this. Okay.
And then to I'm trying to think. And then to just like how they like came to form this unit, because I was feeling down because Misato was, she knew something was wrong with her, but she wasn't speaking up. And then Karin like does this like pep talk thing, but it's different from any other pep talk, and this is why I like Karin, because she's a realist and that's consistent with her character. She's gonna just like speak her mind rather than like trying to be nice to you all the time, because she says she kind of like goes by saying, well, if you want to quit being an idol, then I'm going to steal your fans and I'm going to steal Misato from you. And I was like, that's not a Love Live character. Hold on, Karin. She was like being a villain.
I was just
like, kind of
wild.
No.
Yeah. No, you can't do that.
So I want my fans. You were going to take my sister.
I'm not going to lie. I thought, because this is a trend in Love Live, I thought she was about to get slapped.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, you said it's a trend in Love Live that they get slapped?
It happened in School Idol Project and happened in Sunshine.
I forget who got slapped in season 1. I gotta watch that over. It's been a while, but I think Nico didn't get. Maybe Nico did get slapped.
Umi slapped Honoka, and in Sunshine, Mari slapped Conan.
Yeah. Mari. I know Mari slapped somebody in that one. I couldn't remember, but like, Umi, because she's like like that. I guess the best way to describe Umi, and if there is a girl in the newest season that's like her, she's more of like, you gotta commit everything to the T, and you gotta like, you can't go like, you can't pardon my French, you can't half-ass something.
And she's no nonsense. We've done this whole thing where we kind of compare the characters from School Idol Project to the ones in Nijigasaki. I feel like the character that relates to her more is Setsuna. And Setsuna is interesting because she has that side of her to where she's she has the personality of like the typical student council president, but she also has like this otaku side to her, which is very interesting. She actually reminds me more of Daya from Sunshine than anybody else, because because she is also she's also like no nonsense, but whenever flip the switch, then you know.
Flip the switch. She's a fangirl, like of the highest order, man. For like for Muse, like for the School Out of Project girls. Yeah. Yeah. Because I noticed that duality that she has.
Yeah. So EA, how we feeling about Misato's plight? They didn't even say what sickness she had, by the way.
I was thinking the same thing. She just had a sickness, but no one said what it was. She could have cancer for all we know. But it was just kind of like, well, I'm sick, and I guess I'll get better, but I suck at bowling, so.
it's just funny because like if this has been happening for she said she's been in and out of the hospital, so this has been going on for years. You would think like they would give us some clue as to what was going on with her, but we don't know at all.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird how they didn't say anything about that. I was just like, did I miss what they said that she was sick from? Because she looked totally fine, but I don't know. I mean, I think she the power of love will make her better. Just like everything else.
Yeah, you hear. If you go to the concert, you hear the song, you're magically cured. That's how it works at Love Live. Oh my goodness. Do you got the game on? Yeah.
No, I don't have the game on.
Sasuke, you're a Miami Heat fan, correct?
Yes, that's me.
Yeah, man, we're on the same team, bro. I've been a Miami fan since Shaq and Dwayne Wade. So yeah.
Hey,
I'm hoping they get a W. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can get a W in because I need them to win tonight. To be honest.
Okay. Nuggets win. Okay.
Nuggets won. They won.
Yeah.
Wait, why you have a sigh of relief?
No, I did not want. I'm a Jokic fan. I like to watch.
Okay.
I didn't want them to get
the first Nuggets fan I know.
No. I'm not a Nuggets fan. I'm a fan of him. I like watching him play.
Okay. The star itself. Okay. Yeah.
I just didn't want him to get swept because that would look really bad. That would have
been bad, bro. Like the Phoenix Suns last year, bro. Don't get me started. Like honestly, I'm gonna lie. I was at work. I'm like, yo, these dudes about to get swept again, bro. I'm like, just stop.
Get them, EA.
Yeah, well, it's fine. I'm a Suns fan myself, so I mean.
Hey, man, listen, I was going for them last year, man. I really didn't think they was gonna go all the way, and I'm just like, guys, beat the Bucks for me, please. I actually want Chris Paul to get a ring this year.
Yeah, literally. I was happy for the Bucks to win it last year. I mean, it's better than the Lakers or any other.
Agreed.
So I mean. I'm hoping they can do something this year. Booker got hurt, so
yeah,
it's not looking good.
Yeah, I would say this. You don't have to worry about it this year, man. They were the worst team in the I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't never seen a team this bad in NBA. Probably never. Like I'm sorry, man. Like the memes that people can make of this have been hilarious. And I'm not even a meme person, man. Like cats are just like off the wall posting anything about Westbrook, LeBron. I saw some Anthony Davis one. I'm like, yo, this is. Oh man, I'm glad I'm not an LA fan.
All right. So another thing that kind of one thing that I pointed this out before we watched the episode, but I'll just say it just for the stream. So I thought like a cool detail that was in this episode is. Before they have the performance, you can see people walking in, and you actually see the two fans of Karin in this episode. I thought that was pretty cool, and they never focus on them, so it's just like a thing that you had to notice.
Yeah, in the first season, they were all flushed because Karin did the whole putting the fingers underneath the chin and saying, "You're my favorite fan," and she's just like, "Oh my god."
Oh.
I believe Karin is a model too, like a part-time model or something. So yeah, you could.
That doesn't know directions.
Yeah.
like you guys are actually prompting me to probably I guess marathon these 4 episodes at least today. I mean not today, but like get like 2 in tonight after the game, and then I'm gonna probably watch 2 more so I can just be caught up mostly. Because I am watching a lot of stuff for this anime lineup right now, and there's a lot of great stuff that's out. But if this is as as good as you guys have been describing it, and I guess like getting away from the trope of the particular previous Love Lives, then this is definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, definitely watch the first season of this one too, because it's really, like, I would say the first season is like really, really good from like all other Love Lives, to be honest.
Yeah, the first season definitely had a better 4 episodes than this so far, because I would say this season so far has just been okay.
Yeah, it's been all right.
Yeah, because the first episode of the first season was so good. The music they play, and then just like the step in animation was so good.
Yeah, man.
It was dope. So
yeah, I'm a sucker for that animation, man. When I first watched that, let's be real, dude. I got into a genre which I didn't normally get into, and I did start with Love Live. I was not doing Idolmaster because I couldn't rock with the character design or the animation. I just couldn't do it. So Love Live was the only thing on my list, man. So I did go to it, and I was surprised about how much I liked it. The music, the graphics, the character designs, the color palette. Like, dude, the songs. Like, I am a season 1 stan, and I'm a little bit of a season 2 stan, a little bit, but I like season 1 more because I'm a little bit more biased in terms of that, because I think they have a lot more like girls that had a lot of more development as opposed to Sunshine. But I'm not sleeping on Sunshine either in some sense. Like, it's pretty good, but I think season 1, just like including with the movie, just overall ended it really well for me. And I'm just like, dude, this is like the solid. It's like an 8.5 to almost a 9. You're breaching close to a 9. It's about as high as I can give at least my first idol anime ever. But like I've always said, like, whenever people are kind of watching some idol stuff, and even that I'll forget the name of it. It's called Desuwa, I believe what it's called. But like the girls who like who do like the horse racing thing with shoes on and stuff like that, and then they do a song like that. Even like I feel like that's a way of like trying to make it more creative. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to like keep us in it so we don't get bored or give us a different take on it. Like, you gotta change it up, you gotta switch up, you gotta make it more interesting, and you also gotta make sure you can get our attention, grab our attention. So when Sasuke said, like, at least the first, like, season 1's first 4 episodes were a lot more better than this one, it's not negative. It's more often than not, like, I think what Sasuke means is probably like they're better paced. You kind of get a feel of what's going on, and they were able to grab it. I would say like entangle you a little bit when they're first, like, just to hook you in. And I think some series kind of need that little start to it so you can like really be invested in it.
Last thing to mention about this episode, this is just more examples of this school being rich and these idols having too much time. It's one of these things to where, like, you just gotta notice, like, you have to like question certain things, like, why is this here? You like the fact that they already had a poster and a logo made for this group, and they just like, I don't know how much time passed in between the last time they talked and the concert, but it's like, yo, how did you make this quick?
I mean, it seemed like they just wanted to do this on a whim, but I agree. Yeah, they had everything. They had the costumes made. Yeah. The freaking costumes ain't cheap. They had this full-on production. They had a music video playing in the back. Everything was done within a day.
Huh?
That's why I don't know. Like,
that's kind of weird.
That's why I don't know how much time has passed in between, like, whatever, because if this happened the very next day, I'm assuming Rena did most of the work. Like, Rena is like the most hardworking person I've ever seen in my life. That's not an easy thing to do.
Not easy breezy?
No.
Easy breezy.
Did you watch the second episode of that yet?
I did.
Okay. Man, I don't know like where Aizoka takes off for me, but oh my goodness, I love Saika. But yeah, there wasn't too much to this episode. The very last scenes show us that Mifune has a sister, and I'm just like, she looks interesting, but I'm just like, another one? Like, how many characters are going to be in this season?
They're going to introduce a whole bunch, it seems like, before the end. And it seems like we're going to be more focused on Shizuku this next episode.
Yeah.
Because she was kind of like writing in her journal or whatever she was doing.
Yeah, this season feels like it's more of an episodic thing rather than like a linear plot that we're following. Even though we still are because we're working towards the festival, it seems like everybody's getting. It's kind of like how the first season was, where instead of everybody getting their like bat stories revealed to us, everybody's getting something focused on them.
Right. It's just going to be a lot more mix and match of who's going to sing together and play together, I feel like.
Yeah, that could be the case because Shizuku could also form some type of unit. So I guess we have to see, but predictions on what's going to happen with Mifune Sis. Is she going to be an idol?
Well, she's got red hair, so she's going to be super fun and very rebellious.
Yeah, she definitely gives off those vibes. I expect like her to be confrontational towards people, but I don't know like where she's gonna work in the story. It's so odd when we don't even understand where Langzu and Mia are going to be, and then Mifune too. So now we got another one. Like I don't know.
If they throw in another character, I'm gonna go, who the fuck is this now?
Yo, everything animated. Question for you. You said she has red hair. Is that like a requirement for girls to be picked as for joining the group?
Well, no, just more rebellious than anything else. Like when you see the more rebellious,
the Maki type, yeah.
Right, exactly. When you see the more rebellious type, they kind of have a darker hue to their hair. In this case, red. So I think that she's gonna be that type of person where she's gonna be wearing leather boots and being like, "Out of my way, chump."
Yeah, I'll be like, what is she, a freaking tsundere? Like she's a hardcore one?
Smoking cigarettes behind the school.
Delinquent, bro.
So, Kay Brennan said, "Where's Ben?" Said Ben doesn't like us. Thinking about watching this, so this is the best Love Live. Oh well, I feel like everybody's gonna have different opinions on it. I think the consensus is most Love Live fans love School Idol Project the most. Myself, just from the first season, and things could change with this season if things continue to just be okay for me. But the first season of Nijigasaki I liked more than any other Love Live. If I had to give you a ranking of how I feel about each Love Live, I would probably go Nijigasaki, Sunshine, School Idol Project, and then Superstar. And Sunshine and School Idol Project are very close, so like they're pretty much like the same type of quality for me. But Superstar is by far my favorite. I enjoy almost every single character in the idol group. I appreciate that we got backstories for everybody and they all had their focus. And I also just like the feel of this being different in that we're not going to follow the same formula that was set before us. And it just gives more like room for creativity with this season. I don't know what to expect really. And I like the idea of like the group being a collective rather than being like this being like a traditional idol group in that they all had to perform on stage with each other.
Gotta save the school. Gotta
save the school. I'll give you guys that one. That after the second season, I was like, okay, they can't do that no more, because I was like, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's something being repeated, and that's where I kind of like gave Sunshine like, okay, guys, you can't really do that. That's why I'd like take off a point for that, because I'm like, dude, just make it something different or something like that. But technically, and honestly, I would say both universes are really connected, like both season 1 and season 2, just because you know when the Sunshine Girls are literally trying to get inspiration or trying to find out about the original, about Muse themselves, they're trying to find everything in their nook and cranny to try to like what made them awesome, what made them all this, which is a good aspect, but at the same time, it's kind of like, well, these girls have to develop some way, and I think connecting them was good, but also in a sense of like you're repeating the same trend though, like the same trope, like our school, got to save the school, got to get got to get people to come to our school, things like that. Like I saw it once, I need to see it again. But you can say, because you said Superstar is really good, and this current one is really good. So, like I said, I have to check out this one you guys are talking about, and then I'll be able to make a comparison. But like I said, I am a season 1 stan. I love all the females. I love the songs. Love the animation. Everything I think's in well. Like I said, if I hadn't been for that movie, I would have said 8, but I gave it a much higher grade because of that, because of the movie itself. But yeah, man. Some characters I would say just need to be like just different from each other. You got, like I said, break the formula. Give me something new. I might like it. Like I said, Zombieland Saga turned out to be a 9 out of 10 for me, just because of its 2 seasons, and those characters were so different from each other. They even had like single episodes of development, except the dumb one, which kind of was the point for her because she was just kind of random. But yeah, I agree with Saskia in that regards. I think like I said, all the love lives are all good, guys. I think what you can take from it is just see which one you meld with more. Or just if you're looking for story, just I guess which one you can like really relate to, or just get behind. I would say that. I mean, that's the best way I can leave it off on that. Take it from here, Sasky.
So that's pretty much the episode. It wasn't too this episode wasn't too much. It was just showing us the relationship of I and her elder sister. How this group Diver Diva came to be with I and Karin, and I like these two together. I like their relationship. So I'm a much bigger fan of this unit than the other one, because the other unit just like felt like, I don't know, it's just like it felt really random, but this one felt like it was
more natural.
Yeah, it was a lot more organic.
Because remember, the other group got together because they wanted to convince freaking Langzhu to join their group, and I think they failed.
I mean, they still got time, but like, damn, because they're introducing more characters, it just makes me go, I do not want all these characters in this group. Like, there's not enough room for y'all. But yeah, what wasn't too much to this episode, so we'll leave it off on that. Any final thoughts?
Just can't wait for the next one. This season's been kind of mid, as MGF would say, and just other than that, I'm kind of missing the first season. I really do like that a lot better than this one so far. Unless something drastic comes from here until then, I don't think I'm gonna like this season better, to be honest.
I can see that. Kay Brenner said, "Can I just jump on to Nijigasaki?" Yeah.
Everybody's jumping on.
Unlike. No. They just mean like, can they just go into it without watching the previous seasons?
Right. Yeah, you can.
Previous season.
You can jump onto it without having to watch any of the past Love Lives.
You technically don't have to do that for either one of them, but Sunshine has a little callback to School Idol Project. So,
right. Yes, it does.
Other than the order of, if you're going to watch Sunshine, I would advise you to watch School Idol Project before then. But other than that, you can watch any of the Love Lives by itself. It's a standalone entity. So Superstar doesn't have anything to do with School Idol Project, Sunshine, or Nijigasaki. They're all contained in their own way. So you could just watch Nijigasaki from the first season, and you don't have to worry about missing out on anything if that's what you want to do. So yeah,
I mean, yeah, that's fair. And also, Sasuke, I do have a question before you end anything. Actually, this is the both of you. Are the men completely non-existent in Nijigasaki? I just gotta ask.
Because they're not existent in Love Live.
The men don't exist. You know that.
Yeah, in Love Live, men don't exist. That's in every single Love Live, and that's the same with Nijigasaki.
Okay, just making sure they followed that trend because all I see is Honeka's dad. It's the last thing, and any of the ones that I watch, and I find that funny as heck. Like I don't even see his face, but like, so like to his nose, to his mouth, and that's about it. So
Yeah.
So that, I was just asking that.
They know how to make their money. They're not going to show any man in the show. They say we want to focus on the idols, so that's how we getting our money.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, man, you gotta do it, bro.
Men are they're just there to make babies, and then they're never seen again.
Yeah, that was good.
But that is it for episode 3 of the NijiPodcast. We'll be back talking about episode 5. Hopefully things get a little better because I want to see Love Live in a better place than this, but it hasn't been bad. I can't say it's been too great either, though.
All right.
You know, so that is